Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on a casserole. You need to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees and lightly spray your 9x13 pan because we're going to be using that today. This is called beef Lombardi casserole. I've already cooked my egg noodles, so you're going to need 6 ounces of egg noodles cooked, and I've already got those drained. And you're going to need a pound of ground beef, and I've already drained that. Put your meat back into your main skillet, and we're going to start adding all of the things. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is go ahead and add your can of diced tomatoes, just regular diced tomatoes, a can of Rotel tomatoes, so tomatoes with green chilies, and a 6-ounce can of tomato paste needs to be added as well. Get all that out. Usually I use my tomato paste that I have that's in the tube that I keep in the fridge, but today, because we need so much of it, I just bought this can. Those other type, those come in handy for when you just need a little bit, like a couple tablespoons or so, and you don't want to buy this whole can, and you're not going to be using that, so that's always a good thing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to let this simmer. So we're going to go ahead and cut our burner back on. We're going to be letting this simmer, and then I have a few more things I need to add before we leave it alone for a minute. We're also going to put in some salt and pepper. So I need a teaspoon of salt. And we need a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper, but if you wanted to add more, you could. We're also going to need some garlic powder and onion powder. I'm just going to put in how much I want to put in, so you can do the same. Alright, that was onion powder and some garlic powder. Okay. Yeah, that's everything for now. So we're just going to get this simmering. And try to get that tomato paste combined. That's the main important thing here. You need to let this simmer for about 20 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll get started with the rest of the recipe. Okay, y'all. So once you get to this point, you're going to need to take your egg noodles and you're going to drain them, of course, after you've cooked them. And you're going to add about a cup of sour cream to them. So stir that all in. Then that's it. We're going to leave that there. And we're going to add our meat mixture on top of this. So it's a fairly easy recipe. I didn't have to do any kind of chopping or anything, no prep work. Opened in some cans. That's about it. And we're just going to add this on top. Alright, now you're going to put a cup of shredded cheddar, a cup of mozzarella, and a cup of parm on top. And that was about a cup's worth. A cup of parm. always put a little extra pinch just in case I didn't get it quite correct, but I got it pretty close. And actually, it probably saves me some cheese just by doing it this way. And I want to take my mozzarella and go around the edges, make sure. And then we're going to put some more on top of this. Alright, so you're going to bake this for 350-degree oven for 35 minutes. And we're going to do it covered. And then the last 5 minutes, you're going to cook it uncovered. So remember that. Covered, last 5 minutes, uncovered. And that's it. It's going to taste a little bit like lasagna. Should. Okay. I will be right back with the finished product. Okay, y'all. So this is the finished product straight out of the oven. I'm going to plate this up and put it with some garlic bread. And that's going to be our dinner for tonight. It's going to taste a lot like lasagna. Not exactly. But very similar. And it looks great. Smells great. And was easy to make. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a really quick and easy cornbread taco bake. You need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And we are going to go ahead and get started on the cornbread part of the recipe. Okay, so you're going to need an 8x8 or 9x9 square pan. Go ahead and spray it and set it aside. And you're going to need a box of Jiffy Mix, 1 egg, and a half a cup of milk. And then we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven. And it's going to be our crust. And we're going to get that done. We're only going to cook it for about 15 minutes or so. Just enough to get it kind of firm. And then we're going to put it back in the oven after. Make sure I got that egg all the way in there. Alright. I've already sprayed my pan. So we're going to bake this for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. And while that is baking, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my taco meat. And I'll show you that process in just a second. Okay, y'all. So, let me cook. I'm going to put in a packet of taco seasoning. And a third of a cup of water. Let me get my measuring cup. So I've already drained it. I don't know if I said that. And put this in here. You don't have to cook it or anything right now because you're fixing to add some stuff to it. Okay. So you're going to add a can of Mexicorn, drained, this, and a can of Rotel, drained. Mix all this together. Now I am going to simmer this for just a few minutes, warm it up a little bit. So we're going to let this simmer. I'm going to move the camera and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. You're going to get a bowl and you're going to put in 2 cups of sour cream, half a cup of sliced green onions, and a pack of Mexican blend cheese. I'm using the Fiesta blend, so you're going to need 1 cup of that as well. And mix all that together. And that's going to go on our cornbread. And I thought my cornbread was finished, but it was not. I'm not trying to get it all the way done, but I am trying to get it to where I can spread something on it. Okay. Set this here. Alright, so this is already hot and combined. So we're going to set this aside and we're going to wait on the cornbread. And as soon as it comes out, we'll do assembly, stick it back in the oven. I'll be right back in a few. Okay, y'all, finally got this done. You can see where I accidentally poked a hole in it with my finger. So the next thing that you're going to put on this after it comes out of the oven is the ground beef mixture. And that's what I'm doing now. Seems like an awful lot, don't it? Okay. I know it doesn't look like much, but we've had this before and it's good. And I'm not crazy about any kind of taco, anything that's made this way, but it does taste pretty good with the cornbread. Okay, we're going to try to get every last bit of this in here. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the sour cream mixture and put it in dollops and try to spread it out as best we can. Trying to get all that in there. So I'm just going to spread it out. Okay. And then you're going to take your remaining cheese and put it on top. It's going to be about a half hour until everything's cooked through. All right. 25 to 30 minutes until everything's cooked through and melted. And we are going to allow this to cool when it comes out before we scoop it out into a plate. And I'm going to get some toppings and stuff ready to go on top. I'll see you back here in half an hour. Okay, y'all. So this is the finished product. I'm going to show you real quick. Put a little bit of lettuce on it. A little bit of lettuce. A little bit of red tomatoes. A little bit of black olives. And I'm going to pour a little bit of pecani sauce on top. And I'm going to serve this with a side of tortilla chips and some Rotel dip. Really easy and simple. Just wait for it to cool a little bit before you scoop it out of the baking dish. But other than that, it's perfect. You can even add a little bit extra cheese if you want. But we did already put that on there. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.